We have the king of white privilege, the legendary black redneck. What color is your relationship?
Do you subscribe to any religions?
No. I believe there are superior races, and you do too. I feel like you see a stray cat and you just give it a kick.
Swerve at it.
And I was freaking hungry as shit. Jack goes out and gets like pizza or something for everybody. Doesn't give me near a slice, nothing. Didn't even bring me a glass of water. I was pissed. I was like, Jack doesn't even care about me. I'm in here working my ass off in this excavator.
You go to a public bathroom, bro. You could fucking eat off it. It's crazy.
You eat off the floor in public bathrooms?
In Dubai, you could. If you were born here and both your parents were born here, or if you're like in Saudi Arabia, same thing. If you're born there, both your parents are from there, like your family lineage is all the way through. The moment you're born, the government gives you $1 million as a child.
Joel, look me in the eyes and tell me you've never called me a nigger. Say, Joel, I've never called you a nigger.
Welcome back to the SquadCast, episode 3. Today we have my good friend Joel Patrick. Our good friend, I guess. Yeah. You guys don't really know each other that well, though, right?
We just met.
Today?
I feel like I've seen him around the house, like around your dad's house.
Oh, that's cool.
We've never really had too long of a conversation, but we will today.
Nice. We just did our first stand-up show together. Myself, Joel, and Merrick went and ripped the mic. Dick Savage, my dad, was actually the MC. He gave Joel mad props for saving his house during the hurricane.
Oh, we're just going top off.
Heck yeah, straight to the white privilege.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we have the king of white privilege, the legendary black redneck. The man who needs no introduction. If you haven't seen his clips on the internet, you should probably check them out because they are very, very funny unless you're racist. Then they're hilarious.
So you're acknowledging you're racist?
Huh? What? No, I think they're funny and hilarious.
I don't know that.
I can prove you're racist right now. You ever dated a black girl?
No.
Why is that?
Dang it. Yeah, what's your problem? Wait a minute. Have you ever dated a black girl?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, have you?
got me.
Nope.
Have you?
No.
So it's not enough that you.
Over.
Cut. Let's
So it's not enough that you steal from our culture with your hairdos.
Okay.
But now you won't even talk to our women. Wow.
This is a strong start for this podcast.
He appropriates my culture. He gets pulled over all the time for smelling like weed, and the cops are like, Jack, is there any black people in the car? And Jack goes, you can see I'm white, and he just gets off completely scot-free, no tickets, because they smell a black person, but they can't see him.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell that joke that night?
We are a minute in.
We are cooking already. Where did we meet, Joel? You and I?
I think we met at your house.
I think we met at the Sausage Castle.
We definitely did not, because I've never been there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you haven't ever been there.
It was
before.
a different black
definitely-
you saw.
Oh, that was a black. It was
No,
just there was a black guy.
I think we met at your house, and then we
Okay.
reconnected the first time at the Sausage
Okay.
Castle. Yeah, because I think the first time that we met was, I think I met your brother first. I met Pierce first, and I think that you guys were doing that the stupid challenge where you climb on those.
Oh, the crates, the milk crates. That's what it
yeah.
was. That makes sense.
And then you almost got me
Damn.
arrested with Vitali. You guys did all the illegal stuff, and they were going to arrest me because I was black.
The milk.
Yeah, they were pissed at you.
They were
I was
pissed at me.
slamming fake beers with a beer bong in the back of his truck.
And they said that you're the driver of the vehicle. You're responsible for everything. And they were trying to, like, make an advantage of it.
Did you give
Set
him
an
a white
example.
privilege card?
He didn't think that was funny either. It was in Madeira Beach.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they
that
were
clip was
playing
hilarious,
over there.
too.
Can we, for the people listening that don't know who Joel is or like don't know, like what his like internet
Presence,
things are,
persona
like
is.
can we give him like a little intro to Joel?
Well, I'm a warrior for racial justice. I stood for what George Floyd stood for, cleaner air. And then I think a lot of people don't understand like what it's like to be a black man in America, and just everything that you've ever heard of, any oppression you've ever heard of. That's what it's like being black. We're so oppressed. Our women are oppressed. The average black woman's 165 pounds overweight, and we're oppressed by gravity. So it's not even.
I don't know what's going on.
I love that. I love that you don't know each other. So Edwin's just like, where's he going with this? Where's he going? I knew the whole time.
I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, man, I get that. I'm like, George Floyd. I'm like, all right, I'm with you still.
When I
said
first met
clean
Jack,
air.
he invited me to go to a party in Miami, but it wasn't in Miami. They moved the location to Atlanta, and it was a Diddy party. And Jack was bringing the baby oil, and he's like, you're going to love this guy. He's going to give you all kinds of opportunities. He brought me some opportunities, but they weren't any I wanted to indulge in. And I was like, Jack, what the heck? Why'd you take me to a Diddy party? And he didn't really have a good excuse for that. So then to get him back, we went to Epstein's Island.
So for those of you who are kind of lost right now, I have never been to either of those places. The same
That's a
like
lie.
Joel's.
That's what everybody says.
He's
been
never
there.
been
If
to
you
the
look it up
sausage
online
festival.
right now, everybody that says that they've never been, they've definitely
That
been.
is the correct answer.
Okay.
We have not been.
Well,
I think
that's
for the first podcast in the series that we've done so far, I'm just gonna talk a little less today.
Joel, what is the most
So wait,
viral
what race
video?
are you?
What do you think I am?
Native American?
I get that a lot. I was born in Nicaragua. You know what that is?
You were born where?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua?
Yeah, I'm a car.
Yeah, what am I?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Are you in a relationship?
Nope.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm sweating now.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I'm
What
married.
color is your relationship?
What color? It's well, so that's one of the things that it's always been a life goal of mine to marry a white girl so that I could contribute to the browning of America.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
The true form of racial justice is to have babies with a white woman so that those babies are now colored, and then that way there's more colored babies. It makes racists very angry. So if you're against interracial marriage, you're a racist.
I want to marry or have kids with an Asian woman.
What does your current girlfriend think about that?
She's not happy about it.
I don't know where to go from here, dude. Like, you guys-
So, Joel, what was your most viral moment on the internet, or a moment that like changed everything for you? Maybe like your first big viral video.
This is not even a joke. It was George Floyd. I made a video and I titled it, "Dear Black People, You Lost Me at Riot." And that video got 25 million views, and that was like my first.
So, your content has a message.
Sometimes it's
So,
just
like, if there
racist.
were, sometimes you're just racist, dude. I was telling people, my friend the other day, I was like, Joel is almost the most racist person I've ever met. You know what's preventing
your
you
dad
from being?
definitely takes that one.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what's preventing
Also,
you
you're
from
pretty
being
racist. You remember you thought that I was that other black guy, and I had to tell you to cut the holes in your bed sheets bigger so you could see.
Yeah. Well, so look,
Pillowcase,
we're getting off topic here.
The topic
I thought,
is racism, though.
Yeah,
Why is the topic racism today, by the way? Like, what? Like, dude, listen, I don't think we've even given people that much context on who Joel is.
It takes
or why.
one to know
I
one.
was trying. I was talking to somebody. I was like, Joel is just about the most racist person that I've ever met. But
that's his
you're
platform.
not white.
Like real shit though. Like, is your platform like racism for comedy, or is it racism for like a point, or like
no,
what
he
is it?
has good points that I can't make.
No, I'm just racist.
It's like a mixture of like racism with extreme satire to the point.
Oh,
where
no satire. I'm
Mixed
just
in with
actually.
some government
I almost-
I'm
statistics.
actually racist.
I almost lose the point though.
I believe there are superior races, and you do too.
I do too.
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh yeah, like Samoan people are definitely like.
So
more.
if you don't believe in superior races, where was the last place you went on vacation? Mexico?
No, I went to. I guess you could call it a vacation. I went to France.
You went to France?
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to India?
Because it's really far away.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why it was, because it's far away.
I mean, also I will say it was like kind of like I had a project to do out there, so it was kind of
Okay,
like
if you were going to buy cleaning products, are you buying those cleaning products from France or India?
probably neither. France
Probably
isn't super.
Mexico.
Probably yeah, Fabuloso.
Mexican
I'd
cleaning.
buy Fabuloso.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you subscribe to any religions? Like, are you religious in any way?
In real life, do I subscribe to any religion?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you?
Well, now I'm very hesitant to tell you because of what I've been doing on this podcast.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, all right. My question.
I
believe my
subscribe.
question still stands.
I subscribe to the world's largest religion.
Christianity.
I think
That is the world's
I
largest.
think that we all kind of subscribe to the same religious beliefs.
I think.
at
Look,
least.
I think that
Couch.
I think that Christianity is interesting because you know, speaking of, you know, going back to what you're saying about supremacy and, you know, whites or whatever, it's always funny to me when you go into like a church and you see like depictions of Jesus and he's like white. He definitely wasn't. Like, he was definitely like fucking dark as shit. He was like
No, he probably wasn't.
Jesus.
No, he was. Yeah, he was probably like.
Probably similar to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, he was probably like.
Yeah.
But you're not that dark.
Well, I'm darker than white.
If you had blonde hair, I'd think you were white.
Wow, that's crazy.
No,
But
so
it's all
the
about the
Bible actually
churches
gives
you
a-
go into.
The Bible actually gives a
And if
description.
you had blonde hair, I'd think you'd have a soul.
The Bible actually gives a description of how he looked.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the description would match like what we would consider like Middle Eastern
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But Middle Eastern from a ethnicity is closer to white than it would be to Asian.
That's fair.
And it's by no means black. So for all intensive purposes, you know, we depict the Romans and the Greeks as white.
Yeah.
Likely as not, they were pretty dark relative to
Yeah.
like a Norwegian.
In between your satire and the jokes and stuff, you're actually very well spoken. You're actually
Yeah, I'm one
very-
of the good ones.
He is
I
smart.
really
well spoken for a black,
no,
right?
you know what's crazy? I actually got that. My
You were really well spoken for a black?
No, I'm one of the good ones. Let me tell you a story. I was
You're
with,
not.
I was with. Let me tell you a story. I was
You're
with.
not one of the good ones.
How do you know?
You just look evil to me. I can smell evil.
I can see that
Yeah.
from a distance.
I feel like you'd sell me up the river for about 25 kilos of cocaine.
Oh, he totally would, but then he'd split the profits with your family because he's not like that.
I'd probably
bad.
get more for you too.
Edwin gives off like some South American Severus Snape vibes.
We're not talking about. I had a story. All right,
Okay,
guys.
let's hear your story. We're not going to interrupt you, unlike black women.
Why are you one of the good ones?
So listen.
Can I go next?
Yes.
Okay.
I was at my girlfriend's grandparents' house, and we were having a conversation, and I could tell that they were very much so on the Trump train. And I'm not very public about my opinions on any of that, just because it's like, what the fuck's the point, right? But anyways, that aside, I could tell that they were very much so on the Trump train, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, Trump. and her grandpa looked at me like after we had a conversation. He goes, you know what? You're one of the good ones. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of racism, I got a story. So I was dating a girl from Plant City, and she was white.
Oof.
And she lived in a double wide trailer. And I was coming up to the trailer, and she was having an argument with, I'm guessing, like her uncle or somebody. And he was like, we understand he's black, Shaolin, but did you have to date a... And I thought, oh, this is a great time for me to bust in and use my comedy. So I bust in the door, and I'm like, yeah, Shaolin, what you doing dating one of them dead cum? The quietest Sunday dinner you have ever experienced. And I realized at that point that guy legitimately thought he was better than me, even though he lived the same lifestyle that she did, and he didn't have more money than me. He didn't drive a nicer car. He wasn't dating a better looking girl, even though it was his cousin. But none of that. And I was like, these people are delusional. They're literally delusional. You think that because of your skin color, you're doing better than somebody that by every measurable metric is doing better than you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back, but like hypothetically speaking, like somebody that is like racist might look at somebody like, I don't know, Antonio. Well, he's not a great example.
You can say Antonio Brown.
Tiger Woods, and think that they're doing better than Tiger because they have white skin. And it's like, okay, if white supremacy and white privilege is such a thing, then the benefit is just being white. No, there's far more benefits that come with being rich than there are than come with being white.
For sure. I usually send these videos out to be edited by an editor, but I think I have to edit this one myself.
But the craziest thing, you have to keep in mind though, because women are dramatic, Rosa Parks, she might not have actually been told to get to the back. They might have just told her to scoot over.
That sounds like victim blaming.
There's always victim blaming.
there to be the
Wait,
victim.
you don't believe in victim blaming?
Yeah, what
I
Okay,
do.
let me ask you this. If I told you that I walked to the worst part of the hood with $100,000 and I was robbed at 2 a.m., what's your first question?
Why'd you do that?
Why'd I do what?
Walk through the hood with $100,000.
But shouldn't I be allowed to walk around with $100,000 and not be robbed?
Yeah, but I think the problem is
Are you victim blaming?
who walks around with $100,000. I'm intelligence blaming at that point.
Intelligence
Like,
of victim.
It's like why would you have $100,000 on you anywhere, not just in the hood? I think it's one of those things where like you can't. Let me tell you a story. I was in Dubai last year. And
Okay. Flex on us, big money. Must be nice to be rich and white.
It's not anything like you'd think it is. It's you get there and it's like the nicest, cleanest shit ever, bro.
That's
like
exactly
like,
what I would think it was.
Bro,
That's kinda what
you go to a public bathroom, bro. You could fucking eat off it. It's crazy.
You eat off the floor in public bathrooms?
In Dubai, you could, and it'd be
But
totally
you
fine.
would?
You're not even allowed to spit there, right? Like
So,
it's so
so,
clean.
so
Yeah, you
listen,
can't spit.
I was asking, and this is funny because it loops back to a comment that you made earlier. I was asking my Uber driver. I was like, dude, I've been around the last couple of days. I was like, everything's really nice here. I was like, everyone's really nice. I was like, what is up with this like weird like utopian vibe here? He goes, oh, dude. He goes, you could leave your wallet, your keys, money. He goes, you could leave it on this table right here. He goes, you can leave it here, come back in 5 hours, it'll still be there. Or somebody took it and turned it into the police or to lost and found. I'm like, why is that? I'm like, in America, it's not like that at all. I'm like, in America, very opportunistic, this and that. He goes, oh, because if you commit crimes, you'll get fucked up. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you steal, you probably lose your hand. He goes, he goes, they just got rid of, it was a type of killing where it was like a thing where like if you fucked up enough, like you just die. Yeah. They got rid of that like recently, like within the last couple of years. And he's like, there's just extreme things that happen when you do
measures
that.
for punishment.
Yeah, there's like extreme.
But didn't Hammurabi come up with like a code where it was like pretty extreme and like he had peace because people were like afraid of dying?
No, yeah, but I'm saying like there, dude, it's like really crazy, like to the point
Is that
where
so
like
crazy though?
To the point where people just won't do anything out of the fear that would happen.
That's
right?
good.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
let me also tell you this. Remember when you said earlier, you said America was like built for like, you know, white people or whatever, right? Like
Built for for the initial settlers, yeah.
Sure. So in Dubai, something that I found out that was pretty interesting is there's I don't remember. I think there's like 7 emirate countries that all are under like the Saudi kingdom or whatever. And basically, if you're in Dubai, and I was asking this to my Uber driver who was like from Bangladesh or somewhere random, and he's like, if you were born here and both your parents were born here, or if you're like in Saudi Arabia, same thing. If you're born there, both your parents are from there, like your family lineage is all the way through. The moment you're born, the government gives you $1 million as a child. And it's like just putting a trust for you.
Holy
like, bro, when I was there, every little kid, bro, had like a fucking $5,000 Gucci bag, Balenciaga, everything. Like, it was insane, bro.
I was going to add, when you said nobody steals there, it's like when you look at the statistics, the poverty line and then like the crime and theft line are very similar. It's like it's all rich people.
Desperate
nobody's
people do
stealing,
desperate
but
things.
But aren't there still slaves in Dubai?
No, I mean, I think
a working class,
there's
I
like
think.
No, they're like actually like not paid at all.
I'm not sure about that. I'll say this: when I was there, and I looked for it, bro. I was there for like 2 weeks. I was in Abu Dhabi and I was in Dubai, and the whole time I was there, I was looking for homeless people. I did not find fucking one, bro, not one. And I was like, how are there no homeless people? They're like, dude, if you're homeless, you get swept up and put somewhere. They put you somewhere. I'm like, what does that mean? Like,
Where is the somewhere?
yeah.
Should we go pretend to be homeless there? See what we end
I
up?
don't know.
I
I don't think so. I don't think
If you're
so.
rich and a thief,
Tell
you
Arab.
you
He'll go do
steal U.S. taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
You don't steal like stuff off the street. That's what rich people do.
Yeah, I think that the thing about, because here's the reality, right? Like my dad came over here with fucking nothing, and you know he made an incredible life for himself, gave me the opportunity to go to college, to be who I am, whatever. And I think
And
that
look what you're doing with it.
and I think the thing is, dude, like everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed in America. I think it's
I disagree. They do not.
I
Everyone
think
does
it's
not have an equal opportunity
I think
to succeed.
I think it's hard to. I think it's
No,
very hard
I don't
to.
even think that it's that. I think that everyone has
An opportunity.
everyone has a deck of cards that they're dealt, and they have an obligation to play those cards.
I don't
as
think-
possible, but everyone does not have an equal.
But I don't
opportunity
think
to
you
succeed.
understand how much adversity, like my and I'm gonna speak for my dad here. My dad went through, and I don't think that you could have a much harder start to your American life than my dad did.
Right, but remember,
Mm-hmm.
there are people who their position in life, regardless of their position in life, they will always persevere. Those are the people that, those are the people that you look at them and you say, I don't care what this person's going to go through. They're going to win at life because of their attitude and
Sure.
the way that they approach
Sure.
things. So there are people that doesn't matter what kind of a failure. And then there are other people that, do you know how many kids I know that their parents gave them absolutely everything?
Born with a silver spoon.
And all they
Yep.
did was screw off their
Fuck
whole
it.
life
Yeah, but-
and then get hooked on drugs and become a loser. And they had every opportunity
But
to
dude,
not be a loser.
but my point is that doesn't.
Yep.
That I feel you almost just proved my point though, because that means everyone does have an equal opportunity and an equal.
No, they
like,
have more opportunities than
It's
those
not
people and
equal.
squandered
It's
it.
Sure.
not
Okay,
equal.
that's fair. That's
Everyone
fair.
has an opportunity. It doesn't
Sure,
matter.
sure.
Like
So
there's
have you ever heard the example of the privilege game? Have you ever heard the privilege game? So if we were to play the privilege game, we could actually make a video of that if you wanted to do it. You get together like 100 people, and you line them up across like a football field, and then they answer questions, and they take a step forward or backward based on the answers to the question. A question might be something like, did you have your father in your home? You know, did your dad make at least 6 figures? Things like that. You take a step forward or take a step backward. And so after the questions, you go through, you ask, let's say you ask 25 questions, and then you have to race to the end zone. Regardless of where you start, because some people are going to have huge head starts, someone with athletic ability or someone who's gifted is going to beat the people that may have started in front of them. You know, if someone's in a wheelchair, they're not going to make it at the same, you know, and it gives a good example of life, because without that second part where you make everybody run,
You're
don't
right.
get a really good opportunity to run.
Right.
Everybody takes those steps forward and backward. And if that was the end of it, and you just looked around and you're like, oh, we're just forward and backward, I guess this is like, woe is me. It's very different. That's why I think it would be a great like social experiment type of deal. That you.
Why are you against the phrase equal opportunity then?
No. I believe that we should have equality of opportunity, but we will never have equality of effort. So the outcome will never be true equality.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I guess sorry, and just real quick, I think the overarching point I'm saying is, and I use my dad as an example because my dad came here legally because of political asylum. It took him 9 years to get myself, my sisters, and my mom from Nicaragua to here. And so like my dad did everything legally.
He killed it.
He did everything that you needed to do, bro. Like, I'm a naturalized citizen. I don't have to worry about ICE. I mean, they could probably abduct me anyways, but I'll be back.
Jack, why are you covering your nuts with a pillow?
You just want to be embarrassed.
I'll tell you later.
Anyways, like, my point is, like, seeing what my dad went through, especially at the fact that, like, he started his journey in America when he was, like, 35, right? 33 or whatever. I've seen what he did. And then I see people that were born here and never had to go through all the hoops that he did, and they still don't succeed. So I agree with you. It's like, it's not equal effort, because obviously my dad tried way harder than a lot of people. But I think that he took the equal opportunity to succeed that everybody is given being here and did what he could with it. And if somebody else doesn't do that with that opportunity that they're given, that's on them and not the fact that they didn't get that opportunity.
So everything you just said is right. Just cancel the word equal before opportunity. It's just an opportunity.
Sure. Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
Someone over there was born with $1 million in their bank account because their dad was rich. Someone over there got kicked out of their house at 14 because their parents are drug addicts. They both have an opportunity to make it. It's not equal at all. One of them has to pay all their own bills every week. One of them has every single bill paid for and covered, and all they have to do is make their own money and learn how to be.
I think one of the things that kind of helped me a lot with self-reflection is somebody said it's expensive to be poor. If you look at it,
it is.
About it.
It is, yeah.
It really is. So, like, let's say that you don't have a bank account. Well, now you got to go to, what's that place?
Amscot.
You got to go to Amscot, and their fees are ridiculous, like should be illegal. Then let's say that you don't have a good credit score, so you have to buy a car. Your car, 19% interest, something ridiculous.
Think about overdraft fees.
And then now you're paying more for a car already, and you're paying more just to have money in a bank. It's not even a bank. Then you go to borrow money for a house. You can't because you don't have a credit score. You go to get a job.
Super high interest loan.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah, you go to get a job. Well, what are you qualified for? Oh, they give you a job. Let's say you work at McDonald's. You work at McDonald's. You're making even 2 times minimum wage. Try saving at 2 times minimum wage.
Can I add something to this real quick? I want to say this to everyone watching. If you have the opportunity to live with your parents and save money, do not move out as fast as you can.
There's no shame in
Save
that.
as much money as you can.
Live with
The
your parents
entire
as long as
system
possible.
has been made to make you have your own bills, your own car payments, your own. If you live with your family and you consolidate bills, you will all become more wealthy.
And if you
If
don't
go
have
live
the
by
opportunity
yourself-
to live with your family, but you can get along enough to live with your friends,
There's never
with your
been
friends.
more
There's no
people
shame in that
living
either.
with their parents for longer, though.
Yeah.
Like it is at the highest rate
Yep.
that it's ever
Yeah,
been.
you know, and you
and
know
one thing
that's-
that,
Look at the price of the U.S. dollar right now.
Well, I was gonna say that's a very like common thing in other countries too. Like in other countries, bro, like you live.
people
in this,
don't move out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
people live
It
with
isn't
When
a-
they're
so
18
Americans,
especially.
Americans, we do have the
It
largest.
isn't-
We have the largest living structures of any developed country, and on average, our home size is 2,700 square feet.
The
Does
entire
any 18-year-old have any idea what's going on?
no.
Do you guys know anything at 18?
The entire leave at
Comparatively?
18, go to college, get all your own bills, get everything separate from your parents is a huge scam.
And maybe college
It's set
isn't
up to
for
ruin
everyone.
families.
If you don't need the education, don't waste the money on
Look,
college.
bro, I didn't go to school a day in my life. You know,
It's kind of
Think about
obvious.
this. If we all lived together and we all paid one power bill, one phone bill, you're paying a service fee, you're paying a service fee, you're paying a service. So now they're getting 4 times more for every bill that we each pay because we each have a service
We
fee
would
for
pay
our
extra
bill.
for locks.
But if we lived
lived with
together-
Jack, we'd have to lock our doors.
Yeah, and get extra air fresheners.
But it's like it goes back to what Joel was saying about like equality and about equal opportunity and whatnot. Like it just reminds me of what Daniel Tosh said. He's like, I'm not like this because I work hard. I was born with a natural gift. I am gifted on stage. I don't practice this. It's just something that happens. 15 minutes of fame, that's an average. 0, 0, 0. 20 years. Like, I think that perspective is hilarious, and it goes back off of what you were saying.
So
like,
wait, what did you do to become famous on the internet?
I didn't. It was an accident, to be perfectly honest.
But weren't you? Yeah, but didn't you exploit black people? Didn't you do those pranks in the hood where you'd like set up bank
never,
bikes?
never.
Just like let me just.
No, he did this, dude. He did this.
Let me
crazy
get some
one.
black person to steal a
He called
backpack.
it Slender Man, but it was blackface. It was crazy.
You did blackface?
It was insane, dude.
Why am I not surprised?
Fucking idiots.
Dude, okay,
I'm
one
broke
last
and
thing.
single.
Okay,
Damn
remember the question of like the racist shit? Like, what is the racist shit that happened to you?
Yeah.
Dude, I had a Dodge Charger on 22s, and it has like the really thin tires.
That's the most niggerish shit you could
And
possibly have bought.
So I go to a tire shop, and this guy, I'm like, yo, I need a tire, whatever. He goes, those are really big rims, man. I'm like, yeah. He goes, the only people I've ever seen with rims like that are basketball players and drug dealers, and it doesn't look like you can dunk. I was like, you're not wrong.
Joel, I just want to thank you for coming.